Hello, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Ajayi-Bridges. I am a doctorate student of educational leadership at Drexel University. This is Global Perspective on Creativity, Creativity 630. I will be giving you a highlight of creativity in Nigeria. Who is Nigeria?
In this episode of FTD Facts, we're journeying into the continent of Africa and exploring the Federal Republic of Nigeria, commonly known simply as Nigeria. It's a land filled with music and colors and beautiful people. What's happening, everybody? My name is Leroy Kenton, and I've wanted to give you guys facts about Nigeria for a long time. A lot of you guys requested it, so now let's take a look. Before we get into the facts, guys, I want to know, when you think of Africa, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For me, it's the food, like jollof rice. Oh my goodness, so good. All you Nigerians watching this know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, the name Nigeria, where did it even come from? Nigeria gets its name from the river Niger, and that actually is the largest river in West Africa. The name was coined by a late 19th century British journalist named Flora Shaw. Now, the river covers a distance of 2,600 miles and runs into the Atlantic Ocean via the Gulf of Guinea, after it passes through a huge delta known as the Niger Delta. Now, the Niger Delta is the second largest delta in the world. Nigeria is also a very multicultural place. There are over 500 ethnic groups in Nigeria, and the three largest of those are Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. But not just multicultural, it's also multilingual. Nigeria has 7% of the total amount of languages spoken on Earth. Although the official language in Nigeria is English, there's also 600 distinct language groups there. So it's very multicultural, very multilingual, but when it comes to religion, there's like 3 of them. Alright, not just 3 of them, but they have the 3 basic religions, and that's Islam, Christianity, and the traditional religion there. Islam is prevalent in the northern part of Nigeria. Christianity is heavily practiced in the eastern part of Nigeria, as well as in the middle of the country. And we have the traditional religion. According to history, Islam was introduced to Nigeria by a trader from Mali, and Christianity was introduced by British missionaries. This country of Nigeria is also at times considered to be the giant of Africa. But why? Okay, so let's take a look. Nigeria has a very large population and economy. It's the most populous black nation in the earth, as well as the 7th most populous country in the world, with a population of 189 million people at the time of filming this. And did you also know that nearly half the population of Nigeria is younger than 15 years old? The Yoruba ethnic group has the highest rate of twins in the world. Igbo Ora, which is a little town in the Oyo state, has been nicknamed the twin capital of the world because of its unusual high birth rate for twins. They estimate it's about 158 twins per 1,000 births. Yeah, that's pretty high. Now, many people do speculate that this high birth rate is due to the large consumption of yams by Nigerians, but then again, that's just a rumor. Yams are good for you though. Eat your yams. I love them. Food, oh my gosh. Despite its large population, Nigeria is still largely a rural country. Only 48% of the population actually live in cities. The Walls of Benin, constructed from 800 to 1400 AD, is located in the present Edo state. These walls are the largest ancient earthworks in the world and probably the largest man-made structure on Earth. They enclose 6,500 square kilometers of land, and they're over 16,000 kilometers long. Originally, the Walls of Benin were thought to be twice as long as the Great Wall of China. However, back in 2012, after very careful measuring, it was announced that, the Great Wall of China is still the longest wall ever, and that measures at 21,000 kilometers long. Now, according to the World Resources Institute, Nigeria is home to 4,715 different types of plant species, and over 550 species of breeding birds and mammals. Now let's talk about the movie industry in Nigeria. The movie industry, dubbed Nollywood, is the second biggest movie industry in the world.
My daughter, I did not see the fire when you saw it.
Now, this is in terms of production of movies. First, we have Bollywood in India, Nollywood in Nigeria, and then Hollywood in America. And in fact, Nollywood produces up to 50 movies a week. And in terms of the output, that is over 1,000 movies annually. Okay, so let's check out these numbers. 010, 101, those numbers actually refer to the meals of the day. So if you have 010, it means that you skip breakfast and dinner, but you have lunch. And if you have 101, that means you have breakfast and dinner, but you skip lunch. Now we know that Nigeria has a very rich culture and a huge economy, but who's the richest person in Nigeria? Here's a Nigerian billionaire, Aliko Dangote.
It's always better to be humble. You know, they say that no condition is permanent.
He's estimated to be worth $12.1 billion according to the latest reports. He's the CEO of the Dangote Group, and currently he's 59 years old. Now this brings us to the end of our first journey of Nigeria. Definitely tons more to look at in this country. Ever since we did a video on Nigeria, we've been getting a ton of requests to do more facts about Nigeria as well as other countries in Africa. So in this episode, we're visiting Nigeria for the second time here on FTD Facts. Right now, Nigeria has been on its way in overtaking South Africa and becoming the largest economy on the continent. Nigeria has been leading Africa in several ways. So let's take a look at some more incredible facts about this country. Welcome back to another episode of FTD Facts. I'm Leroy Kenton, and now for this episode, I needed a little bit more help to explore Nigeria. Say hi to Aisha B.
Hi, my name is Aisha B, and I'm a Nigerian.
Starting off with the facts now, let's rewind back into history and let's have a look at the Nok civilization. The Nok were a group of people located in northern Nigeria in the Iron Age, and the civilization lasted from around 1000 BC to about 500 AD. They were also the earliest known civilization in Nigeria, and I say the oldest known because archaeologists and scientists have found evidence of other civilizations that were in existence way before the Nok. But when you go that far back in history and there's not much evidence of who the actual civilization was, it's really hard to tell. That's why we identify the Nok civilization as the oldest known civilization in northern Nigeria. In regards to the Nok civilization, the name comes from the Ham village of Nok.
To some of you, that place may ring a bell because that was where the first terracotta sculptures were first discovered in 1928. It is unclear what the Nok terracotta sculptures were for, but they were beautiful and amazing pieces of art. Many of them are nearly life-sized human heads and bodies with eccentric features and lots of jewelry. I guess for ceremonial purposes.
Yeah, that's too bad though. A lot of the structures and sculptures and everything are just fragmented, so we don't get to see them in their entire beauty. But in any case, what's even more mysterious about the Nok civilization is that they vanished without a trace around 500 AD. So what really happened? Let's talk a little bit about the size of Nigeria right now. It's the largest country in West Africa, and it shares the border with 4 other African countries, and those are Chad, Cameroon, Republic of Benin, and Niger. In terms of land size now, Nigeria is 923,768 square kilometers, and it has just about 13,000 square kilometers of water.
Now when we look at the Nigerian terrain, we see the southern lowlands merge into the central hills and plateaus. It is very mountainous in the southeast. However, over in the north, it's more of a sub-Saharan plain open field. The highest point in Nigeria is Shepal Wadi, also known as Gangirwa. I dare you to say that 5 times over. It is a mountain that extends 7,936 feet from its lowest point. It is located in Taraba State.
And when we take a look at the map of Nigeria, we notice that the capital, Abuja, is like almost dead in the center of the country. As I mentioned in part 1 on facts about Nigeria, which I highly recommend that you check out. Well, I mentioned that Africa has over 500 ethnic groups, and with all that diversity in ethnicism, that's not really a word, I just made that up for this video, there's a variety of ways that people greet each other. So let's take a look at some of them. For the Yoruba ethnic group, the Yoruba male children greet their elders by laying down on the ground in front of them, and the females kneel on both knees with their hands behind them. The Hausas greet elders by squatting down and holding both hands in reverence. And then we have the Igbos. Well, they greet in a handshake. And they only do a little bit of a bow when they shake hands to those people that they have respect for. Maybe a figure of authority or a parent or whatever. But not only are Nigerians culturally diverse, they're very smart people as well. In the United States, Nigerians are the most educated immigrant community. And I'm not making that up. Type it in Google and see for yourself. 60% of Nigerians in the US have college degrees, and this is far above the American national average of 30%. In Ivy League schools in America as well as in Europe, Nigerians routinely outperform their peers from other countries. So to all my Nigerian brothers and sisters out there, that's something to be proud of. You guys are dominating in the school system.
Yes, we Nigerians are very smart. So much so that some of us can actually read minds.
Oh, really? But let me throw this challenge out there. If you're really that smart, what am I thinking right now?
You're thinking, why do we have so many cell phones?
What? How did you know? Like, seriously, like, what's going on here?
I told you I'm a Nigerian.
Because, that's actually our next fact. And let's continue because I'm a little bit freaked out on that. But just give me a second. We'll make it through this video. In Nigeria, there's over 120 million cell phone subscribers. Although many people have 2 or 3 phone subscriptions for a variety of reasons, but whatever the case is, that puts them far ahead of any other country in Africa. Egypt comes in second with about 93 million cell phone subscriptions.
I think one of the main reasons is that, like myself, most Nigerians love to talk on the phone. And we love keeping in touch with our families. Thus, we need to have all the mobile phones and have all the great deals and discounts at odd hours of the night to talk to our friends for free as well. A final fun fact I wanted to share with you guys is that Nigeria has the largest diversity of butterflies. What it means is that we have the largest variety of species coexisting in Nigeria. So as soon as I learned that fact, funny enough, I started to notice all the beautiful butterflies around me, and I didn't even notice them before.
And that right there, that wraps up this episode on Facts About Nigeria Part 2. Nigeria is a diverse country that is truly rising up and making a name for itself around the world. When you have such a large melting pot of talented people, strong cultural and historical roots, beautiful landscapes, it's no surprise that Nigeria continues to become a more powerful and influential nation as the days go by.
Creativity research in Nigeria. The pioneer attempt at understanding the construct of creativity started with the commonly recognized milestone in the modern systematic research effort, which began with Guilford in 1950. The earliest approaches and noteworthy attempt to the study of creativity in Nigeria started with Akínbóyè in 1976, in a study to determine effective methods of fostering creativity among Nigerian subjects. In the study, Akínbóyè had experimented on the differential effectiveness of 3 methods of fostering creativity, namely direct creativity training, brainstorming, and problem-solving approaches. 144 subjects, 72 boys and 72 girls from 2 high schools in Ibadan, Oyo State, participated in this study. The findings from this study generally indicated that brainstorming is the most effective method during group work. It was observed to be better in fostering creativity. Empirical studies by Akínbóyè have had innovative impact on the study of creativity in Nigeria. Akínbóyè also developed the Ibadan Creative Assessment Scale, ICAS, an inventory developed to measure creativity. This inventory was used in the study of various creativity dimensions and measures, such as originality, initiative, ideative fluency, ideative flexibility, and creativity motivation. Several other studies investigating creativity and its impact on social behaviors followed. Today, the push for creativity is found in education, with the need to foster creativity through vocational technology education in middle and high school, and also in organizational creativity in the workplace. Creativity industries can be defined as the cycles of creation, production, and distribution of goods, services that use creativity and intellectual capital as primary inputs. They comprise a set of knowledge-based activities that produce tangible goods and intangible intellectual or artistic services with creative content, economic value, and market objectives. Creative entrepreneur is the person or group of persons who use their brains and creativity as their primary work in the creative industries in the areas of film, music, advertising, software design, publishing, and fashion design. These industries create platforms for creative entrepreneurs to foster collaborations, interaction, and networking. This is aimed at enhancing the creativity economy of Nigeria. It builds capacity, creates jobs, and work opportunities for all.
Lagos, the heartbeat of West Africa. Teeming with life and energy, where the old inspires and shapes the new. Capital of Africa's music and film industries. Glittering skyscrapers sit alongside bustling markets, buzzing nightclubs, and secluded sandy beaches. A place where entire new districts are rising from the sea, where natural resources, economic stability, and forward-thinking leadership combine. Since 2007, Lagos has transformed itself from a sprawling urban melting pot into a must-visit destination for investors and visitors from across the globe. Ideally located on Nigeria's Atlantic coast, Lagos is finally making the most of its potential as a national and international trade hub. Governor Fashola has continued the work of his predecessor, Governor Tinubu. So what has changed during his 8 years in office?
The most remodeling has been the people. They have come to believe that everything is possible, and with that mindset, things are beginning to happen.
Lagos is a city that dreams big. Where other cities might be confined by space or limited ambition, the development of Lagos has taken off since 2007. New roads, highways and bridges have put transport at the forefront of the infrastructure investment that now sees Lagos transforming itself into a model megacity. One such ambitious project is Echo Atlantic City, a fully privately funded multi-billion-dollar vision of the African future, which is spearheaded by a groundbreaking idea to reclaim land thought lost to the sea, transforming it into a futuristic new waterfront city.
The fulfillment of the dreams and aspirations of many Nigerians to have a city that's bright, vibrant, 21st century within the heart of Nigeria.
The epicenter of this new vision will be a financial hub for Nigeria and the whole of West Africa that will put Echo Atlantic on a par with the world's most established financial centers. The impressive and sweeping Echo Boulevard aims to become Lagos's answer to Fifth Avenue, New York, and house financial institutions alongside the major oil and gas companies and insurance houses. This new hub will be set within a galaxy of new residential and commercial neighborhoods, iconic buildings, and 21st century leisure and retail spaces, all supplied by state-of-the-art, purpose-built infrastructure. Set like a jewel at the heart of Echo Atlantic will be the Echo Pearl, a 5-tower residential complex rising majestically out of the virgin soil to gaze out across the Atlantic Ocean.
Tower 1 have been sold already completely, which is 84 luxury apartment. Tower B, 35% have been sold.
The towers offer 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom and penthouse-type apartments with sea and marina views, a true slice of luxury living. Nestled alongside Echo Atlantic and perfectly set up to provide access to this new city and to wider Lagos, The Eco Energy Estate is a 450,000 square metre expanse in a prime location for access to both the new opportunities of Eco Atlantic and the fast developing potential of mainland Lagos itself. Behind the Eco Energy Estate project is a name synonymous with high-end, future-facing development and infrastructure projects, Orlean Invest Africa. In 25 years at the forefront of Nigeria's economic advances, Orlean has been responsible for a wealth of extraordinary projects, including the world's biggest industrial free zone, the Oni Oil and Gas Free Zone.
We have actually over 3 decades now established ourselves as the leading logistics provider in sub-Saharan Africa.
As one of the world's most dynamic growth hotspots, it's only natural that Lagos is the city benefiting most from Orlean Invest's expertise. As well as the Eco Energy Estate, Orlean is a major partner in the Badagry Megaport and Lekki International Airport projects, working behind the scenes to deliver the new face of Lagos.
We're going to also be able to assist Lagos and Nigeria ultimately creating wealth for the economy there, both local and international.
With the Orlean name and expertise behind it, combining secure, state-of-the-art facilities with an unparalleled location, Eco Energy Estate offers residents a chance to live tomorrow's lifestyle today. A key part of Governor Fashola's vision has been the use of public-private partnerships. Perhaps the most ambitious and remarkable PPP in Lagos is the Lekki Free Zone. Established in 2004 and fast emerging as a model city within a city. A 16,500 hectare area of a prime seafront real estate, the zone is responsible for 2 million new jobs across a variety of sectors. Set between a lagoon and the ocean, the zone is perfectly located for both ecological sustainability and also as a trade hub for the future.
This is the age of African development. There is no other state that can lead that development than Lagos State.
Lekki is fast becoming a magnet for national and international investors, looking to benefit from its secure and favourable economic environment and helping to drive annual growth of 16.8%. It's not just how fast you grow, it's how you manage growth that defines a model city. As Lagos expands and investment creates new jobs, which in turn creates revenue, the efficient collection of tax receipts is a key to making sure that the proceeds of growth benefit all the people and businesses of Lagos. In charge of this is the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, or LIRS.
LIRS is an efficient, effective, and very friendly revenue organ of government.
Among Africa's most modern and efficient revenue collection services, LIRS has been transformed alongside the city, growing average revenue from 600 million naira per month in 1999 to 23 billion per month in 2014.
We have been able to educate the taxpaying public. We've been able to let them understand that our role is basically a role of service.
At the heart of this are pioneering new initiatives like local mini-tax offices, Nigeria's first self-assessment system, innovative and education-based approaches like the annual tax awards, tax enlightenment and education teams, and even a tax sing-song with musicians.
We have what we call Lagos Homes. Taxpayers' money is used to build homes, and once every month there's a raffle, and you have the opportunity to win one of the homes.
Helping to make sure everyone pays their fair share is no easy task in a megacity, which is why LIRS is committed to engaging with and understanding Lagosians, local and international businesses, helping them play their part in building this city of the future. Protecting the visual environment is the Lagos State Signage and Advertisement Agency, established in 2006 with a mandate for civic beautification and responsible, effective use of outdoor advertising.
It is important that you have one single authority that would coordinate and streamline outdoor policies, enforcement, monitoring across the state. And that is why LASA is extremely important to the environment mix.
A beautiful city is a happy city, and the LASA is committed to promoting the benefits of well-regulated and appropriate advertising on the overall look of Lagos. In collaboration with the Ministry of the Environment, as well as the private sector, LASA has waged a highly effective war on illegal postering and started the Don't Mess with Lagos initiative to encourage all Lagosians to take pride in their natural and built environment. Whether you're visiting for business or pleasure, there's only one place to stay in Lagos, and that's the magnificent Echo Hotels and Suites, a luxury hotel spread across 3 buildings on the exclusive Victoria Island.
We have the guests at the center, and we want always to provide the best service, the best facilities, and we keep on improving ourselves to have the client being at the center.
A megacity needs a hotel to match, and Echo Hotels and Suites offers all the amenities and sophistication of a state-of-the-art, guest-oriented experience in a beautiful resort-like setting. People from around Nigeria, Africa and the world are coming to be a part of a flourishing, thriving community in a city that never sleeps.
Lagos is a place where you come and learn, and the creativity in Nigeria never ends.
Lagos is evolving, helping shape the future of not just Nigeria, but Africa herself.
Turning trash to treasure. All this I'm wearing is plastic from Lagos, the waste. Just do it, and do it well.
Everyone has a part to play. The only question you need to ask is what's yours?
The best of Lagos really is yet to come. If you think that anything has happened here that excites you in Lagos, you haven't seen anything. The best is really yet to come.
I hope I have given you a great deal of information on the creativity of the nation of Nigeria and its people. Thank you for viewing.